I'm here with Dr.A, the headmistress at Gable Hall School, and I'm just going to ask her a few questions. The first question is, what difference has the sixth form made for students and the local area?
The first thing that the sixth form has done for our school is that it's given a pathway for students beginning 11 to 18 straight into university. So it is possible for a student to come into year 7, receive career advice, decide what they want to do in the future, and stay locally within 2 to 3 miles of their home.
And the second question, why is Gable Hall one of the best schools in Thurrock?
Oh, there are very many reasons. The first one is that we've got probably the most hardworking students in the country, and I mean that. Here, students want to do their best, they're ambitious for themselves, they have plans for the future, and they want to do their best by themselves, their teachers, and their parents.
What makes a school a success?
The people.
The people, yeah.
The people, starting with the young people, the children themselves, their love of school, their love of fun in school.
What do you think is the main cause of stress upon children?
In my opinion, I think the reason why students would be stressed in school is because they don't believe that they can do as much as they can really do. And that in a way, schools have got the duty to develop in students that confidence that the sky is the limit and there is nothing that if you set your mind to do, you won't do.
What would you do as a headmistress to help children in situations from depression?
The social and emotional aspects of learning have always been a concern for schools and for head teachers. And the biology of the teenage mind is such that when teenagers say that they are depressed, by which I don't mean clinically depressed because I wouldn't know how to recognize that, just depressed as in low, we as teachers need to be schooled around the issues and the changes that teenagers are dealing with in order to know to recognize the symptoms and to do things to mitigate the negative effects of this.
It has been said by the BBC statistics that children have a lack of energy and motivation by 70%. Do you think this may be down to lack of interest in lessons, for example? Would they have more energy and more motivation if teachers were able to contribute to lessons by making it more interesting for students?
My instinctive response is to say, are you sure teenagers lack motivation? Because the ones that I know are pretty plugged in, pretty motivated. I mean, last week we had Annie, the musical, here in school. It was probably the best production we'd put in years by none. And I was looking at teenagers. I mean, they looked all sorts of things, but what they did not look was demotivated. They were amazing. I mean, how they could remember those lines. They were amusing, fascinating, engaged, enjoying life, and loving school.